Hello there. Wow. Perfect. Wonderful. Well done.
What's up, everybody? The Nintendo Beast here. As you can see, the current price for turnips on my island is 208 bells. Let me jump over real quick to my live stream here and make sure everything is good to go. What's up, Corey Tsunami? What's up, everybody who are joining in this chat? So here's what we're going to do today. So we're going to handle this like a charity fundraiser. I know it's Friday, and some people might be scrambling last minute to sell your turnips and try to make a profit on them, seeing as tomorrow is the final day to do so. And like I said, right now, turnips are being purchased on my island for 208 bells. So, if you are interested in coming to my island, I have a dodo code set up. I'm going to keep it private. And the reason I'm going to keep it private is because I'm going to handle this. I know a lot of people might be trying to scramble to my island to sell. I know 208 bells isn't, a super high number. I know it could be significantly higher. But with that being said, it is one of the kind of a last minute thing. And so what we're going to do, we're going to handle this in a way that's fair to everybody. And we're also going to handle it to make it a charity fundraiser. So basically what we're going to try to do here is raise some money for the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation. So there are two ways to gain access to my island today, get access to this private dodo code I have set up here. As you can see, I'll run over and show you my gate is open for the public, sort of. But the first way to do that is to purchase a Nintendo Beast t-shirt. Part of that is part of the proceeds from those t-shirts go to the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation, and the other portion go to helping to benefit the channel and keep the channel operational. And then additionally, there's a second option. If you don't want to buy a t-shirt, you can go to GoFundMe.com/PauseTV, and you can donate anything, any amount, and that will also gain you access, and 100% of your donation there will go directly to the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation, and it'll be also 100% tax deductible if you donate via GoFundMe. So that's how you're going to gain access to my island today. As soon as I see your donation come in, shoot me a message in the comments. I've got these tabs open on my computer here. Remind me later about that. So I can see new donors coming in on GoFundMe, and I can see new orders coming in on the Pause merch store. So as soon as you place an order or as soon as you make a donation, I will shoot you an email or a message with the dodo code so you can gain access to my island today. So this is going to be highly experimental. As you can see, my gate is open. But yeah, this is going to be a highly experimental thing. I've never done something like this before. But check the links in the description if you are interested in joining in and supporting the charity efforts here today. Check the links in the description. Like I said, you can donate via GoFundMe directly to the cause, which is the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation, or you can buy a Nintendo Beast t-shirt. You get a really, really cool graphic tee out of it. And yeah. So let me real quick, in case anybody is interested in buying the t-shirt, let me show you a real quick little video that shows you what the t-shirt looks like. It's pretty cool, if I do say so myself. So here it is. So that's the t-shirt. It's pretty cool. I had it custom designed. It's actually like some kind of lizard creature monster guy who has all kinds of like battle armor crafted from like Nintendo consoles and power-ups and controllers and all kinds of cool stuff. So if you're interested in getting your hands on one of those bad boys, you can do so now. And as soon as you do that, or if you donate to the cause, you'll gain access to my island to stop in and visit and sell cash out on your bells, basically. 208 bells per turnip. Also, it's a rainy day. Label's here. If you want to go fishing and catch some rare fish, you could do that too. But so Label says, "Oh, we meet again. You know, there's still so much to learn about design here on Domo Isle. In fact, I wonder if maybe you might help me with a little style exercise. It goes like this. I'll call out a specific fashion theme, and then you change into an outfit that matches that theme. You'll have to model it for me, of course, but I'll give you a gift for your trouble." "Sure, why not?" "Wonderful, thank you so much." Let's get to it. "Oh, I'd like to show me an outfit that says I'm on vacation. Just think about what you'd wear on a leisurely summer trip or to go whatever. Yeah. Okay. I think I got some stuff. What are you gonna... Usually she gives you some kind of outfit, yeah. Corey Tsunami. Yes, I do remember when you got the gold that I hid. Hello, Jose Santana. Let me see. So I guess, I'm gonna have to... What is this? A hula top. She wants me to wear a hula top. So in order to do this, I guess I have to get down to my skivvies. Let me put, favorite that quick. So... Get over... So like I said, I do have these tabs open. I'm keeping track of any new donors on the GoFundMe page and any new t-shirt orders that are coming in. That way I know who to send the dodo code to. Let me see here. So let me take off these. Actually, let me run back to my house quick, now that I'm naked. Let me run back to my house quick. And, what's up, Egg Salad? Welcome back. I know it's kind of a weird... I usually don't do live streams during the day. I usually focus on, like, night adventures and stuff. But I do have turnips for sale, or not for sale, but they're being bought in my island right now for 208 bells. So if you're looking for a last-minute sale to cash out on your bells, or your turnips rather, and make some bells quick and easy, that is an option. I have a private dodo code I will not be sharing in the chat. I am doing it like a fundraiser to see if we can raise some money for the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation today. So read the description of the live stream for links to see how you can get involved and how you can get that private dodo code. Let me get changed real quick. I'm working with Label right now. So slip-on sandals. And then I'll put Mom's knapsack on. Is this the hula top? Oh my god, this is bad, dude. This is like... You know, somehow it matches. It works. So let's... Oh shit, I didn't change. What the hell? Somehow this outfit actually works. Egg Salad says, I haven't been able to buy turnips yet. Yes, the turnip lady comes on Sunday mornings. I believe she leaves at like noon or maybe 1 p.m. I'm not totally sure. There we go. Ignore my totally embarrassing outfit. It's for label. If this doesn't scream vacation to her, I don't know what will. I wouldn't regularly leave my house looking like this, so I would say that's... Oh, yeah, you got your game on Tuesday, so you can't buy them. Right, right. I actually did not buy turnips this week either, which now I feel real stupid about because I could have doubled my money. Usually they sell for around 100 bells on Dodo or on Domo Isle. I see you've changed clothes. Can I take a look at the outfit? Sure, of course. Wonderful, that's it exactly. Hell yeah. See, I did notice that she gives you your prize or whatever, your tailor tickets. She gives it to you regardless of whether or not you actually earned it or not. Alright, well, let's go back and change back to my bathrobe here. What's up, Willow TV? What are we doing here? I'm new. Okay, so, for those of you just joining in, right now I'm just playing around. It is a rainy day here on Domo Isle. I just talked to Label, one of the long-lost Able sister. But, with that said, let me change my outfit back to my normal stuff. But with that said, I am selling, or my island is currently buying turnips for 208 bells. So if you have turnips and you're coming down to the wire here, you haven't sold them yet, tomorrow's your last day to sell them. So if you want to make a pretty decent amount of money, it's nothing like 500 or anything bells available, but 208 bells per turnip. It's the highest I've seen on my island so far. So if you do want to join in, all you got to do, we're doing it like fundraiser style. I can't believe I keep doing that. We're doing it fundraiser style. So in order to gain access, you'll need the Dodo code, which I am sharing with people exclusively for like donations. So you can do one of two things. You can jump over to gofundme.com/PAUZZ-TV. That is POZZ-TV. Damn it, I did it again. I'm not paying attention. And while you're there, you can donate any amount, and any amount donated to the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation there on that page will gain you access to the private Dodo code today. And the other option is you can jump over to the Pause TV merch store. And again, both of these links are in the description as well. Oops. I'm going to leave that on. And you can buy an official Nintendo Beast t-shirt. It's $20 plus shipping and handling. A portion of that goes to the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation as well. Another portion goes to helping to support the label, or the channel. So, let me I'll throw on my VGK jersey. But, whoops. Pressing all the wrong buttons today. So that's what we're doing here today. But it's also a rainy day, so we'll probably do some fishing here. Also, this is my newly updated house. I got the seashell wreath on there just for... It's summertime, you know. But, ooh, there's a finned fish right off the bat. What is this going to be? Probably a sucker fish. Oh, that was quick. Definitely a sucker fish, yeah. I'm so disappointed that they added suckerfish to the game. Like it used to be, I got still star fragments from last night. But it used to be like if you saw a finned fish, you knew you were in the money. Now it's not the case, which is disappointing. But, I mean, they're still worth like 1,500 bells. So compared to your average ocean fish, they're still valuable. But, you know, they're no great white shark or anything. Stubby122 says, your turnip prices are 200, lucky, mine are 56. Yes. And that's one of the reasons why I'm doing a live stream today and inviting people to my island to cash out. If you want that dodo code, it is being kept private today for this stream. Oh, yeah. Right off the bat, too. That was... Hell yeah. Like I was saying, check the description of the live stream. I'm not going to keep running through the spiel every time, but check the description of the live stream. You can see how you can get your hands on that private dodo code to come over to my island and sell your turnips for 208 bells a piece. It is kind of like a charity fundraiser. We're trying to raise some money for the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation. And every so often I'll show you the little teaser promo thing to show you the official Nintendo Beast t-shirt. Because I live in America and I accidentally picked the Southern Hemisphere. Oh boy. Yeah. So what, you got everything backwards then, right? I feel like at that point I would almost just restart the game, like as soon as I made that mistake. Yeah, that's what I was saying, Willow. It's... You got some cool stuff though, right? So, with that in mind, do you have holidays like Christmas or like, I don't know what other winter holidays there are, or is it just like kind of like a barren winterscape? Because I was wondering if I never got updates, if any of these summer holidays that keep rolling out, like it's wedding season now, there's Zipper Tea Bunny Day and all that. I was wondering, like in genuine curiosity, whether or not those events would have even happened. If I didn't get the updates, like if it was just, if I let the clock run and it would show up at, it was like Easter time, but I didn't update it to get that character or whatever. John Schmitz, yes. So check the description of this live stream. We're doing like a charity fundraiser type of thing. I have my gate open with a private dodo code. Oh shit. So what you gotta do is you gotta do one of two things to get that private dodo code. Either make a donation of any amount to the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation via the Pause Games GoFundMe campaign, or you can purchase a exclusive official Nintendo Beast t-shirt on the Pause merch store. Again, a portion of those sales go to the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation. So that's how you can land the private dodo code, come on over, sell your turnips for 208 bells. Again, the cheapest and easiest way is to make any kind of donation on the GoFundMe page for the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation. Those donations are 100% tax deductible, and those go directly to the cause as well. So that's the quickest and most painless way to get in. And in just a second here, I will show you what the Nintendo Beast t-shirts look like as soon as I catch this fish. So here is the official Nintendo Beast t-shirt that you can grab, and part of it will go to charity, and therefore you will also gain access to the island today, the private dodo code. So like I said, it's kind of like a warrior predator Koopa almost. That has like all kinds of cool battle armor. Entirely made out of like old Nintendo consoles. I mean, not just old, but there's a GameCube, there's a Switch, there's an NES, an SNES, all consisting, making up his armor and his weapons and stuff. There you go. Sea bass. And of course, you can, even if you have no interest on visiting the island today and selling turnips, you can always make a donation to the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation anyway, either through our GoFundMe campaign or just on your own merit. Check out cff.org. It's a very, very cool organization. It helps with cystic fibrosis research and trying to find a cure for cystic fibrosis. I can't talk today. Don't mind me. This is kind of a spare of the moment experimental stream. I saw that I had 208 bells available for turnips today, and I figured I'd try to do some kind of charity fundraiser thing with it. So, yep. Come on. Somebody did ask earlier in the chat, I saw, does Label ever come back to the shops? I am not totally sure. That's why every time I see her, I interact with her and I make sure to try to... Because I think in previous games, in order to get Label to be back at the shop or whatever, you had to interact with her and keep her happy or whatever. I think right now she's doing what Grace used to do in Wild World, I think. Where she comes and she challenges you to, show off your fashionista skills or whatever. Jump over here. There we go. Alright, a bluegill. I don't remember if I ever caught one of those before. I guess I did. It didn't say yes, so it must not be a new fish. But yeah, so last night, the second night this week actually, that I had like shooting stars in the sky, which was cool. So that's why I've been picking up these star fragments. I got a bunch of them. Celeste wasn't here last night though. I kind of thought shooting stars only occurred when Celeste was here, but that was proven to not be the case last night. Because Celeste wasn't there, but there was definitely shooting stars, obviously. Sea bass. I think it'd be a nice month event, since they're doing that whole like monthly event thing. I think it'd be a pretty cool monthly event if it was just like sea bass, all sea bass went extinct for a month. I think that'd be pretty swell. And horse mackerel as well. If horse mackerel all went away too. Come on. Bite it. There we go. Squid. Alright. Just keeping these pages refreshed. Oop, there's a dorsal fin right there. I don't know. This is kind of like the window of time during the day that a lot of the sharks aren't actually out. But this one feels like a big one. It might be a whale shark. There it is. Whale shark. I caught a whale shark. I'm telling you. It was this big. So the whale sharks are still out and about. But yeah, I think most sharks are not available at this time of day. There's like a couple hour lull where, let me see. Critterpedia. So whale sharks are available all day, every day. See, right now, great white sharks are done until, what, 4 p.m., I guess? So, like 9 a.m. to 4 p.m., great whites aren't available. Same kind of deal with hammerhead sharks, and same deal with saw sharks. So the only sharks that are available right now are the whale shark and, of course, the stupid suckerfish. So if you see a fin, it's going to be one of those two. Right now, odds are good that it's going to be a suckerfish. This one is odds are it's going to be a sea bass. Oh, okay. Sea for turkey fish. But I can't carry anything else. Oh, don't worry. We'll swap it with a sea bass. Let me run up here quick and what the hell? Just getting a bunch of spam phone calls all at once. Let me pop all these bad boys in my storage. I think I got all the star fragments from last night. That seems good. Okay. Run over here, just yank some extra fish out of the water as I make my way over to Nook's Cranny to sell them. Alrighty. So I'm not totally sure how long exactly I'll be live streaming for today. Well, first of all, thank you everybody who tuned in and everybody who's joining in on the chat. It's always fun to have people interacting with me during the stream. And it's a weird midday stream. It's not a common time to stream for me. Ugh, anchovies. But like I said, this morning, or a little bit earlier, I guess, about an hour ago actually, I signed on and I checked the turnip prices, not expecting much. I saw that they're selling for 208 bells, and I figured I'd set up a live stream. Let me see. And see if we can't raise some money for charity. So like I said, check the description for the full details and the links to click. But there are two ways to gain access to the island today. I have a private dodo code set up right now. All you've got to do is either donate directly to the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation via GoFundMe.com/PauseTV. That link is in the description. Or you can purchase an official Nintendo Beast t-shirt with a very, very cool custom Nintendo Beast design. It's pretty gnarly. I'll show that then again in a little bit. And of course at the end of the stream, since it is my video outro. But, oops. A portion of those Nintendo Beast t-shirts, every sale on the Pause merch store goes to the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation as well. So no matter what you're doing, it's for charity. It's going towards a good cause. Let it go. And that's how you'll gain access to the private dodo code. Even once I sign off for the day today, I will be doing, I'll be keeping my island open for donations. So I'll sign off and then I'll send out some dodo codes to people who are, to people who are donating. And, yeah. But if you want to get that dodo code right now, before I sign off for the day, before I sign off the live stream for the day, I should say, to clarify, jump on over, check the description, the links, both of the two links are in there. Buy a t-shirt or make any kind of contribution to the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation. Even $1, every little bit helps. And that's how you'll gain access to the private dodo code to be able to sell your turnips here on my island for 208 bells today. I'll swap it. Alrighty. I want to make sure I did in fact donate a bluegill. Because for some reason... Okay, yeah, I did. Are there any fish that I caught but didn't donate? I don't think so. Because you know the old saying, Blathers always gets the first. The first of everything. Firstborn child, firstborn everything. So... let me see here. Yeah, it looks like all my bugs that I've caught, or my fish that I've caught, have all been donated thus far. And I think that's the same case with all these bugs, but I'm not totally sure. I just want to make sure before I sell all the stuff I got in my pockets. Yeah, we are good to sell. Cool beans. Again, turnip prices, 208 bells, as you can see there. Let me sell all this stuff. I don't want the labeled sunglasses, to be honest. I'll keep them. Fuck it. I'll throw them in storage. Let's see how much money I can get for all this. Oh yeah, 42,000 bells. Beautiful. See, summer is nice. To those of you in the southern hemisphere, you probably haven't experienced any summer at all yet in the game, which sucks. Summer is really, really nice for catching bugs, catching fish, making some good money. Go-Kart Kid Fabian, welcome to the chat. Hello. I'm going to try to catch this bug if it stops swimming ahead of my bobber. There we go. A red snapper. They're worth about 3,000 bells, I think. I feel like I'm on one of those shows where they open up old, like, storage containers. And they're like, ooh, an antique vase, that's $300. Ooh, a rocking chair, that's $25, and they do like a tally at the end. I feel like I should have a little thing in the corner of my screen saying like, oh, a red snapper, that's 3,000 bells. Let's see what else we can find here. Ah shit, my fishing rod broke, and I think that was the last one I had in my pockets. Alright, let me run on back. Yes. So again, anybody who's just joining in now, if you want to sell your turnips for 208 bells, I'm doing a little fundraiser. Check the description to see how you can get involved. And what the hell am I doing? Oh yeah, I'm not putting things in my pocket. Fishing rod, fishing rod, fishing rod. I'm out of fishing rods. Do you want to buy gold roses? No, not at the moment. To be honest, I've been trying to grow black roses for... Oh my god. I'm so happy you brought those up. I've been trying to grow black roses for several days now, and I finally see some buds right here. So that's freaking awesome. Let me, I didn't even think to check my backyard today with everything else going on. I know I don't actually have to water these because it's raining, but I don't know. I want to put the effort in. Speaking of which, maybe I should check to see if Old Crazy Red is here today. I don't think he is. I think only one character shows up on your island per day. more or less. I do have Miranda the semi-bitchy duck, in my campsite today. She made some kind of comment about, like... Where is he at? She made some kind of comment today. Yeah, now she's confused. She made some kind of comment like, "Oh, you're so lucky to live here." And I was like... Don't make any kind of assumptions. You're not moving in. I know that's terrible. And I'm like... Honestly, to be honest, like, I'm super tired of hearing everybody bitching about their neighbors and everything. And I have to say, like, I have a pretty solid group of neighbors, I would say, here in Animal Crossing. I like all my neighbors, pretty much. There are a couple I could live without, but I do like them all, at least, a little bit. And it's so annoying hearing everybody bitch, like, "Oh, I can't get rid of this fucking guy from my town." And it's like... Calm down. It's a game. Like, relax and just play your freaking game. Alright. Also, for a future stream, because not all of my streams, if anybody here has not seen one of my streams before, not all of my streams are for charity. This one is in particular, but most of the time, I should say, I just open my island and I let anybody in. I share my dodo code, and I let people send me friend requests, and all that kind of good stuff. But today, obviously the effort is to raise money for charity, so I'm keeping the dodo code today private for this stream. But with that being said, let's see. I am doing something. I'm not totally sure. I might do a thing where I only allow my friends to come in, or my best friends, or something like that. Because I'm not sure if you can dig things up. You can't use a shovel, I don't think. I don't think you can use a shovel or an axe if you're just visiting somebody's random island. You have to be, like, best friends, or at least friends with them. But I've been planting these little nursery money trees in a row here as, like, special gifts. So eventually I'll do a live stream, and people who join in will be able to come and, like, take home a little nursery money tree with them that will, in its maturity, will sprout into, you know, a value of one tree, whatever that is, and 30,000 bells. But that's for a later stream. So if you want to get involved with future streams, I think there's somebody in here. I think he's still here, maybe. He was commenting earlier. He was in one of my previous streams, and what I did, I had 13 gold nuggets. And I did a scavenger hunt where I just dropped them all over my island, and I let the people that were on my stream come to my island and track them all down, and I think he got all 13 of them, to be honest. Because the other people weren't really paying attention to the stream, I guess, where I was dropping them. He was, and he got, like, all of them. So props to him for that. But I like to do little fun things like that, and I like to give stuff away to, like, my people who, you know, visit my island. So one of my next ones will be the opportunity to take a little nursery money tree home with you. So as soon as I figure out how to logically do that. Again, I think it might have to be my best friends in-game to use a shovel on my island. I'm not totally sure, but... I'll also be doing a live stream shortly. Fuck. I spaz when I go fishing and miss fish a lot. But yeah, I'll also be doing a live stream eventually in the coming days or weeks, featuring Animal Crossing City Folk. I want to revisit that on the Nintendo Wii. That would be my modded island. I'm not paying attention. I have 2 different saves in Animal Crossing City Folk. One on my original Nintendo Wii that I have set up over here, and that one is modded like crazy. If you go back in my video archive here on the channel from a while back, several years back, if not like a decade back, my one video is fishing from atop the lighthouse in Animal Crossing City Folk. And I did that with a mod, obviously, so if you haven't seen that video, check it out. It's a real quick clip. But, the other Animal Crossing City Folk save I have is, on my Wii U. I started a new game, actually like a year ago, and I played it for like a day. So I don't even remember where I left off on it. So we'll join back into that one. I'll jump onto both, so we can actually take kind of City Folk from scratch a little bit, and also experience my very, very old original island called Domoburg, or not island, town rather. Animal Crossing City Folk was and is by far one of my favorite games of all time. I love New Horizons. I love New Leaf. But, you know, City Folk had a special place in my heart, and it still does to this day. I haven't played it in a while, but that's what that live stream will be about. I'll probably do a little bit of both in that live stream. I'll jump between consoles and, you know. So keep an eye out for that. Again, if you want to see all this cool stuff that I'm talking about, make sure to subscribe. Ring that little bell to get notifications for when I upload new videos, when I go live. When I premiere new videos, etc. So on and so forth. So to everybody in the audience, that just came to mind, for everybody in the audience right now, jump in the chat, let me know. So right now I did a live stream on Monday. It was kind of a two-part weird live stream because it got kind of screwed up. YouTube, on the YouTube studio end, it was like buffering weird, and I wasn't sure if it was actually working or not, so I shut it down and then restarted it. Regardless, I'll be doing live streams every Monday, probably around 12 o'clock p.m., noon, Eastern Time. And that's just playing any kind of Super Mario game, basically, under the sun. Last week, we played some Super Mario Odyssey. I actually wrapped up the campaign of Super Mario Odyssey on Mario Monday, but then this past Monday, for the first time ever, we live streamed it, did some post-campaign gameplay. So I guess my question is, I've been doing some night adventures. For those of you not familiar with that, basically what I do is I log on. Yes, Egg Salad says he was in on the one on Wednesday, indeed. So what I do is basically I just play at nighttime. It's relaxing, I chit-chat with people, I let people on my island and do some fun stuff. And that's what I've been doing. What night, if I were to go, like, relatively steady with that and do night adventures once a week, or even a daytime live stream, what time of the day and what days of the week work best for you guys, my subscribers? Like, what... I kind of do live streams right now pretty sporadically. And even more than that, I upload new videos. I upload more videos than I do live streams at this point. Let me drop a sea bass in the water. And basically I do new Animal Crossing installment video every time something cool and new happens. So for every event, every new holiday, every new character that shows up on the island, I do that. I think the last one was for wedding season that I did on June 1st. But I do want to get more into live streaming. I mean, obviously I'm here right now doing this little charity fundraiser type of thing. Which again, if you're just joining me, check out the description for more information how you can get my dodo code. Let it go. My private dodo code today and jump on over to sell your turnips for 208 bells. It is coming down to the wire this week, since tomorrow is the final day to actually sell bells, assuming your console clock is correct and you're not time traveling. I'll swap this for a sea bass. Anything is more valuable than a sea bass, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, just let me know. Let me know what you guys think. When is the best time to do live streams? If you like daytime adventures, if you like nighttime adventures better. Willow TV says, I'm sad that Reese and Cyrus lost their purpose in Pocket Camp. They sold you furniture, I think. Yeah, so they actually... just drop it, fuck it. In New Leaf, if you played New Leaf, that's where they were introduced. And they sold... Not only did they sell furniture, but they also offered customization. And you could actually sell to them, too. And I think you actually made... If I recall correctly, you made more money selling stuff to them than you did selling stuff to the Nooklings. But I played a little bit of Pocket Camp. I wasn't a huge fan, to be completely honest. It didn't hold my attention. It kind of lost what it meant to be an Animal Crossing game, to an extent, I think. Like, it just felt like a mobile game with an Animal Crossing skin, if that makes sense. And the same thing with Happy Home Designer on the 3DS. I mean, I have Happy Home Designer. I played it. It was fun for a while. I didn't get too, absorbed in it. Especially since New Leaf was out at the same time. So, I'll stick with my main, I want to say main storyline, but that's not the right word. Main games, I guess. But yeah, I'm hoping that Cyrus and Reese do make a return in Animal Crossing New Horizons. As more than just, the wedding month characters that they are right now. Let me swap that bad boy out for this horse mackerel. I love Pietro. Look at Pietro up here, just dancing along in the rain. See, some villagers are just super adorable, and I know, like, a lot of people don't like clowns, but, like, he's a clown sheep, alright? Leave him alone. He's honestly, like, my favorite villager. Him and, Ozzy, the, koala, is pretty funny. And he's super easy, too, because whenever I find something lost... Ah, shit, I missed that balloon over there. Corner. Anyway, every time I find some kind of lost something, whether it be a backpack or a book or whatever lost items I find, it's almost always... Yeah, Pietro is a sheep Pennywise, except I don't think he'll murder you. His house is kind of creepy, which I touched on one of my previous live streams, but I think it's cool. I think it's fun. But yeah. Let's see. Swap it for... Click back over here, make sure my stream is going good. Let's swap it for a squid. I think they're probably worth more than squid, and then I'll make my way over to the store and sell these things. Alright, let's do that. Actually, you know what? Do I have all 4? I don't have all 4 fossils yet, but I'll find the last one eventually. But yeah, what was I saying? I don't remember. Oh yeah, anytime I find anything, like you can investigate lost items in this game, which is cool. Instead of just like, oh, there's a lost item, let me go talk to everybody in town to see if it's theirs, like you had to do in previous games. In this game, you can actually ask people, you know, is this yours? Well, not only can you ask people if this is theirs, but you can actually investigate it when it's in your pocket. Sometimes it says like, oh yeah, I should really find who this belongs to. But sometimes they have clues, so like, anytime I pick something up and it's like, oh, it's sticky, like I know it's frickin' Ozzy's. Because he's a fat little turd, I guess. I don't know. All he talks about is food, and, like, you know anytime something is sticky or, like, whatever, it's Ozzy. And, oh, yeah, I spilled my honey on it. Okay. Makes sense. But, again, I'm not sure how long I'm going to be doing this live stream for. What time is it? Oh, it's 2 o'clock on the nose right now. So I've been streaming for about an hour, just under an hour now. Again, turnip prices should still be 208. Yep, 208 bells. I'll have my island open all day long. If you want to get access to it, jump on over, buy an official Nintendo Beast t-shirt to support the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation, or jump over to the GoFundMe campaign at gofundme.com/PAUZTV. That is POZZTV, and 100% of those donations on there also go to the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation, and they are 100% tax deductible. And when you do either donate or you buy a shirt, and you follow through with that, then you will be emailed or messaged on GoFundMe the dodo code that you can access my island, and you'll be free to come with all of your turnips and sell them here on the island for 208 bells a piece, not total. To clarify. And labels here today too. I don't know if that means anything for visitors. What the hell? I just saw my my HD PVR just like crapped out for a second there, as did my TV. So you'll probably be, I mean, weird. And I don't know how to address things like that in a stream like this, because there's like 20-second delay, which means you're about to see it like now in real time, but like you already saw. I don't know. It's weird. Sorry about that. I guess long story short. Let's sell some stuff, shall we? Maybe you didn't even see it. I don't know. Maybe it was only present on my screen. Who knows? Whatever. That was weird. 25,770 bells sold. So I'm at 246,787 bells. And that is a small chunk out of the 1.2 million bells that I currently owe Tom Nook. So, you know, that's fun, right? Oh shit, I missed one. How the fuck? Hey, buddy. Take this shit. this last one to him. Sold. So zebra turkeyfish actually aren't really worth all that much money either. They're only worth 500 bells. I guess they seem so exotic that in my head they seem like they should be worth something, but in reality they just aren't. Willow TV says, people make custom designs that look like chip bag covers and put them on pillows so they're... Yeah. That sounds pretty cool, actually, so it looks like there are bags of chips in your house. I kind of want to get that design now. Damien Only, welcome to the chat. Joe Mama. Again, thank you so much to everybody who's tuning in today. It's a weird experimental stream that I have going on today. Gonna read more about it in the description of this live stream, along with links to where you can donate to the cause. Damien Only is blowing up the chat with a bunch of emojis. But yeah, if you're looking to sell your turnips this week, oh shit, almost missed that one. For 208 bells, we're coming down to the wire, being Friday. It is Friday, right? Quarantine's got me, like, completely losing track of days still. What month is it? What year is it? Where am I? Who are you people? But no, if you want to sell your turnips for 208 bells a piece today, all you've got to do to get the private dodo code to come to my island and do so is to contribute to the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation in one of two ways. I caught a boot. That's fantastic. You can jump on over and buy an official Nintendo Beast t-shirt, where a portion of those sales go to keeping the channel going and supporting me. But also, more importantly than me, a bigger portion of those sales go to the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation as well. And then the other thing, so that way it's $20 plus shipping and handling, or I don't know if there's handling, just shipping. I don't know what handling would be considered, but that is that, and you get this really, really dope graphic tee out of it, which I will show in just a second here. Or you can donate directly to the cause. Any amount, $1 up, any amount will do. Any amount is greatly appreciated for the cause at gofundme.com/pausetv. And, yeah. Check the description for those links if you're interested in joining in. And even if you're not interested in selling turnips today, you can still absolutely make a donation to the cause or buy yourself a t-shirt. Egg Salad says, in my state, today is the last day of quarantine. You are lucky, my friend. I live in Pennsylvania, and we're not looking. Our governor is keeping us locked down. He's doing it by county, though. I don't know if that's a common thing across the United States, but, yeah, he's doing it by county, which is weird. And, of course, I live in a county that is, like, gonna be one of the last ones to actually fully open up, because we had, a spike in cases, which is fun, you know. Striped dress. So real quick, shameless plug here, if you are looking to donate to the cause and get in on this private dodo code and sell your turnips for 208 bells today, one of the options to do so is to get one of these t-shirts, so check it out right here. again, those t-shirts are always available. I just came out with them recently. They're the official Nintendo Beast t-shirt. They're very, very cool. They have the special graphic on the front there, which is like some kind of crazy Koopa monster guy with body armor and stuff and weapons made out of Nintendo consoles and controllers and power-ups. So it's a pretty gnarly Nintendo Beast t-shirt there. Egg Salad, you also live in PA. Okay, you're in Allegheny County. Yeah, I live in Berks County. So, yeah. If you're from PA, you know how kind of fucked up Berks County is. With the city of Reading is currently, like... What sucks is, with major cities, the reason why they're hit so hard, from what I understand, is where there's poverty. Unfortunately, you have a bunch of families living in the same apartment, the same house, the same space. And when you have multiple families or large families living in the same space, odds are good that, you know, you're that much more susceptible to getting the coronavirus or any, you know, disease really, in that for that matter, and it'll spread very easily throughout your entire household. So I guess somehow Pittsburgh is apparently lucking out. I don't think they had a lot of cases through all of this, and the whole kind of like west side of Pennsylvania seems to be pretty safe. Whereas the east coast of Pennsylvania is, like, not looking too hot. I think we just entered yellow phase today, actually. Either today or tomorrow. I don't know. I don't keep up with it because I won't be going back to work until, like, if the green phase maybe allows it. I work at a roadside attraction, so... Yeah, Pittsburgh was really, really lucky. I've heard. My sister actually lives and works up in Pittsburgh. She's a nurse up there. And, well, I don't think she got it, for one, so that's good. But also, I think, from what I've heard, there was not nearly as much. You have a friend... Willow TV says they have a friend from Switzerland, and she said she's already going back to school. Yeah, I think a lot of places are opening up. I know Italy... I was reading something that they were one of the more hit, like, European countries, I believe. Or at least that's what, you know, the media has been reporting. My cousin was over in Italy for a while during it, and she managed to escape and come back to the United States, like, just before, like, it really got bad. Oh, yeah. Look at that bad boy. And she was in like a 14-day quarantine or whatever. This is when it first started, and there weren't any kind of like travel bans or anything to my knowledge. But, yeah, I think it's starting to shape up. I think things are starting to kind of go back to normal. You know, the new normal. I hate that word. Realistically, I don't know what to believe at this point. I hope everything goes back to relative normal. If I have to wear a face mask, maybe not for the rest of my life, but like for the next foreseeable future in public, I don't really have a problem with that. I think the only way that would be problematic is if I was like at a restaurant or something and I was eating or drinking, and that would be a pain in the ass. Of course it's going to be a pain in the ass, obviously, no matter what, but I think, I don't know. I guess I just don't see it as that big of a deal as a lot of other people do. A lot of people are freaking out, like, oh, you're stepping on my freedom. I have the freedom to not wear a mask. I have the freedom to not get the vaccine. And that's fine, like, I agree with you to an extent. But, I mean, if wearing a mask is really that much of a problem for you, like, that's, you know, barring any kind of real medical condition that requires you not to, I just don't see why why people are so hell-bent. I mean, if it means things open up and, like, people can go back to work, I'm all for masks. I don't give a shit. But I don't know. That's just my 2 cents. Opinions are like assholes, right? Everybody's got one. Willow TV says so many Karens don't wear masks. I 100% agree with you. I 100% agree with you. There are so many Karens and just like, I don't know what's the male version of a yeehaws. I don't know. No, that's not the male version of a Karen, but just I just so many yeehaws out in the country and whatever that are just like, because I live kind of in the country now. I left the city area, which I regret. I'm a city slicker. I like cities, but yeah, there are a lot of people who are just like South Park, you took our jobs, you're forcing us to wear masks. No. It's like, okay, calm down. It's not, your freedom is not being, stomped on or anything. Craigs, yeah, there you go. That's actually funny as hell, because I know a Craig exactly like what I'm describing. So that works perfectly. Karens and Craigs. There are Karens who want to bitch about it, and the anti-vaxxer Karens, and then you have your yeehaw and Craigs who don't want to wear their masks. It's imposing their freedoms. Or not imposing, impeding? What's the word that I'm looking for? Alrighty. Crucian carp. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, oh, yes. And I don't mean to, make jokes if you are anti-vax or whatever. I do get it to an extent. And, realistically, I wouldn't be super gung-ho about getting the first batch of whatever the hell they come up with, either for COVID-19. I wouldn't be, give it to me! First of all, I'm young enough and healthy enough. I have asthma, but beyond that, I'm young and healthy enough that, I wouldn't consider myself, if there was, a shortage, or not a shortage, but, not enough to really go around, I wouldn't be one of the first ones that would put myself in line anyway. Shit. To get said vaccine. Other people need it more than I do. You know what I mean? And beyond that, even if there was enough, I don't know. I'd want to make sure that it's safe first, obviously. I think that's anybody. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it all goes. Let's see here. But regardless of, the quarantines and what have you, I'm gonna be stuck out of business, or not out of business, but out of work for, honestly, I'll be one of the last people to actually go back, which sucks. I don't even know if it'll be the green phase, if it'll be the after green phase, the new normal phase. I don't know what comes after green. I don't think they thought that far into it, because there are people in green phase now, as Berks County moved to yellow phase, and what happens next for them? Is green phase just the new normal, or I don't know. It's all up in the air and confusing, and who knows. Egg Salad says the protests in Pittsburgh are bad. I am really, really proud. I know, and I'm not going to get into the politics of it. It's not my place to say. Obviously, I do support Black Lives Matter, and I support the protests and everything. But I can say I'm really, really proud of the city of Reading. That's my home city, and a lot of people shit on the city of Reading for a number of reasons. Bad headlines, poverty, whatever. It's a poor city. Crime rates are kind of high as I downplay it. But it really is an amazing city. It's so pretty, and it's such an awesome city. It just needs some tender love, or TLC, I'll say. It needs some TLC. And I'm really, really proud that the protests that have been occurring in the city of Reading and around the city of Reading have been completely peaceful. It's awesome to see. Like, this city that everybody wants to shit on and everybody wants to say, oh, it's a shithole, blah, 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 is one that's setting like this an incredible example. Like, and you have people from every race, every religion, every, you know, this, that, and the other thing. They're all coming out and they're banding together for this, and it's so cool to see. Egg Salad says, on Monday my parents and I went to one and got tear gassed. Damn. Yeah, see, luckily there's been no tear gas deployed around me. I mean, I'm relatively close to Philly. I'm like maybe an hour drive, depending on traffic, from Philly, and I know Philly was hit hard. By both, you know, the riots and I think... I don't know, the police... I don't know how it's been handled in Philly, to be honest. I haven't really been watching Philly all that much, but I definitely saw some damage in Center City. Willow TV says, my father has 4 brothers, and they're... Yeah, so Willow TV brings up a good point. My father has 4 brothers, and they're rushing out of the house 24/7 to get stuff for their mom a lot, because the coronavirus is very harsh on elderly people. That it is. Yeah, I think this number might be completely wrong, but I don't know if it's in PA alone, or if it's in the United States, or what the deal is, but like I think it's like 60-something, 67%, close to 70, somewhere between 60 and 70%, I believe it was, last time I checked, percent of deaths actually occurred, there's the balloon, in like nursing homes or like assisted living facilities, which sucks. I don't know, it's a statistic that's kind of difficult to interpret, because as a young person it's like, oh good, so there's not that much of a threat for me, you know what I mean, like in a completely selfish way. But at the same time, you know, I do know people. I do have family that's in nursing homes, that's in... I mean, my mom works in a nursing home. So it's... You know... Try not to sound like a scumbag. It sounds promising, that number. It sounds like, oh, it's only hitting, you know, mostly elderly people. But at the same time, that's kind of shitty to say, because, you know... Obviously, you don't want anybody to die from it, or even come down with it. But, I don't know. It's a really weird year. But I think, I genuinely believe that we're going to come out stronger than before. And I know everybody's saying that. You know, everybody wants to say, oh, yeah, we're going to come out stronger than before. Blah, blah, blah. New normal bullshit, whatever. But I mean it, like, with, you know, with all the protesting that's going on right now, and the focus on, you know, civil rights and, you know, equality, I think that spotlight is great. And I think that it's an important spotlight to have on. Especially in today's society where we should be working to get over the shit that we have in our country. The racism, the, you know, bigotry and all that nonsense. It's a good time to, like, you know, finally put our foot down and say, alright, enough is enough, let's get this shit over with. Not over with, but you know what I mean, like, let's get rid of it. And as far as the COVID-19 thing goes, I mean, I don't know. It's hard to see a silver lining on that one. You know, I mean, it's hard to see a silver lining when somebody's murdered as well, obviously, but it's like, if it inspires some kind of better future, at least it's not in vain. Whereas, like, COVID-19, it's hard to find any kind of silver lining, because what is it really doing? I mean, maybe it's bringing awareness to the idea that something like this could happen. I don't know, like, beyond that, I don't. It's hard to say, but Willow TV says I wish 2020 was better because of all these tragedies like George Floyd and COVID-19. Yeah, I mean, I 100% agree. Like it's been a rough year. It's been a rough year for me, and I think every generation or every age group is handling this a little bit differently, right? So I think some people who are in school, like grade school kind of level people, I think it must be so weird for them, especially people who are supposed to be graduating, this year, or even this month, really. It's a super weird situation for them. Like, I look back, and I think to myself, wow, I could care less. Like, they could have my graduation, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't give a shit about high school. I didn't care about my graduation. I barely even wanted to walk. It was just more so for my parents and my family to ceremoniously say, you're grown up now, get the hell out of our house, that kind of thing. But I don't know, it would be weird. I could understand where it would be weird, even if you didn't care all that much about your graduation ceremony and whatnot. Not even having the option to have it or to walk at your graduation, I could definitely, see how that must suck. Where the hell am I going? Let me throw this in my bank account quick. Get these bail bags out of my pocket. Free up 2 spaces. But I could definitely see how that is weird and shitty. For me, I mean, besides losing my job temporarily, hopefully temporarily, things have been kind of normal, I guess. I mean, I can't leave my house, and I get, like... Oh, whoops, I don't want to do that yet. I definitely have had cabin fever several times through all of this. Recently, I've been getting out of the house a little bit more, in the sense of, like... So, like, I'm the only one in my family that isn't at work right now. Egg Salad says, I got to skip the PSSA this year, so I'm litty. Yeah, the PSSA sucks. I remember the PSSAs. Those were garbage. But, yeah, like, I'm the only one in my family that isn't considered an essential worker. So, I can more or less bounce between, like, my parents' place and my apartment, because, like, the only person at risk at that point would be pretty much me, right? Because both my parents are essential workers. One works in the hospital. One works at a nursing home. If anybody's going to infect anybody, it's going to be them infecting me. My wife works at a pharmacy. So lots of people in the... Like, my dad's not in the medical field. He's a security guard. But... Yeah, it's weird, dude. It's weird. But so I can get out of the house a little bit more frequently, and I can go to my parents' place if I need to. It's like a 30-minute drive, so even that little bit is nice to just get out of the freaking apartment. My wife and I are going to start running soon, so we got some nice, like, walking, biking, running trails around us that we're going to take advantage of, get some fresh air. It's been storming lately, but, eventually it'll stop. But... Egg Salad says, I'm going into the 8th grade now. Those are the glory days, man. I will honestly say this. Like, don't rush growing up. Like, don't get me wrong. Being an adult is great. Like, right now, I get to sit at home. I have a kind of a weird, unique opportunity right now, obviously. But, like, right now, I get to sit at home and play video games and live stream and whatever. And the only reason I have this platform to do so is because when I was 13 years old, I created this YouTube channel. And now 10 years later, well, I'm 24 now, but it was January of 2010. So I was 13, about to turn 14 at the time. And yeah, that's the only reason, like, I've made a couple of videos, I uploaded this channel, and over the last 10 years, those videos absolutely blew up, and a lot of them went viral, and now I have over 2,000 subscribers, and I saw that, and I was like, I have to go back. Like, I still love everything Nintendo, and obviously Animal Crossing and Mario and whatever, so I was like, I have to go back, and I have to upload a few videos. And then the more I got into it, the more I realized, like, this is fun. Like, this is a lot of fun for me. People are interested in the videos and the live streams that I'm doing. Why not, kind of do it? Like, go full on with it. And so that's why I'm here today. So, but with that being said, like, don't try too hard to grow up. Don't force it or rush it. Like, take advantage of every minute of your childhood. It might suck. Like, I hated high school. I look back at high school and I have more bad memories in high school than I do of good ones, I'll be honest. But there are certain things that I look back at. For me, some of the nostalgic things from my childhood, some of the most nostalgic things from my childhood, I should say, are video rental stores. I don't know if you're in 8th grade, I don't know if you ever even experienced a video rental store. But like Hollywood Video, Blockbuster Video, and the attached Game Crazy with Hollywood Video, where you could literally rent games or you could rent movies back on VHS tapes and whatever. Like, that was so nostalgic for me, and now that doesn't exist anymore. Everything is streaming. Everything is, the closest thing you got is like Redbox, and even Redbox kind of sucks because you only get so many movies. This was literally a store, for those not familiar, if that's a thing. This was literally a store you could go into. It was like a library, and you could find any movie. Like, realistically, like, if there's a movie right now that you want to watch, like, how are you gonna watch it? Like, I guess you could rent it off of Amazon Prime Video. Excel says you were 3 when they went out of business. Yeah, like, so you never really got to experience the fun of, like, if you had a sleepover, you'd run up to, like, Hollywood Video or Blockbuster. Like, I was, like, a block away. I lived there, right? At like, Game Crazy and whatever. And, you'd run up and you'd rent a couple of movies on VHS tape and get some popcorn while you were there that you could make at home. And, like, it was so fun and it was so cool. And, like, that part of my childhood will never be again. And that's, like, and it's sad. And one of the things, that's, like, one of the things that I really, really strive for in my life is to remain extremely childish. Like, that sounds stupid, but, like, there are things that you have to do as an adult, right? You have to move out, you have to get a job, you have to make money, you have to get insurance, you have to pay bills, you have to do all these different things. But that's not to say that you can't still be, like, childish at heart, you know what I mean? Like, for fuck's sake, I'm playing Animal Crossing New Horizons right now on a live stream on a channel called the Nintendo Beast. Like, that's not super adult. But, yeah, that's what I mean. Like, it's, don't be too quick to grow up. And even as you do grow up, keep the things in your life that make you happy. Like, I still have a wall of collectibles, like action figures, and, like, I go on eBay every so often when I have money, and I'll buy toys that I wish I had, or that I did have as a kid, just to play with them again. And as stupid and childish as that sounds, like, it makes me happy. Even if it's just something that I don't really want to play with, it's just something that I have on my shelf. Like, that nostalgic feeling when you walk into, I don't know, like, when I walk into my living room and I see old games and old toys that I used to play with and things that just make me smile, like, the nostalgia just floods back. Fuck. I don't know. That's just me. But another thing that was really, really nostalgic for me was Nintendo and Nintendo games. My first console that I really devoted my life to was a Nintendo 64. Pokemon Stadium, Donkey Kong 64. I never really played GoldenEye, Super Mario 64 though, Diddy Kong Racing, Mario Kart. Did I say Mario Kart already? I don't think so. Pokemon Snap, that was my jam. Again, a lot of these I rented from Hollywood Video, ironically. Because you used to be able to rent game cartridges too. But, just reading through some of these chats. Cheese King Super, hello, if you're still here. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream. Willow TV says, my mom works as a speech pathologist, which means she works with people who have trouble talking after, like, a stroke, and she's been also helping with COVID-19 patients. Luckily, she wears a lot of protection. And then followed by that, let's thank all the nurses who are helping stop this virus. Absolutely. Thank you so much. If there are any nurses or any kind of, frontline workers in this chat and in this stream, thank you so much for, all the work you've been doing and all the risks you've been taking for, me, everybody else, everyone, really. Let's see. Cheese King Super says, oops, I'm so poor in Animal Crossing New Horizons. Don't worry about it, dude. Just take your time, have fun. That's what's really important. That's the point of the game. And the point of life, really, on a grander scale. Jeffrey Miller says, that's not just you. I still collect vintage Pokemon cards. Cards that I wish I had when I was in middle school. Yeah, and see, that's the thing, though. Like, this isn't just a discovery that I'm finding, right? This is the thing that's always been. Like, midlife crisis, like, people in their midlife crisis, that's why you see old people driving Corvettes. Because when they were kids, they were like, oh my god, look at those Corvettes. And now they're old and they can afford it. You know what I mean? Like, when you become an adult, you can afford things that you wanted as a kid. So the things that, like, your parents couldn't afford to give you as a kid, or they could and you just never had them, or whatever, like, those are the things that you end up with. Those are the things that you end up scouring eBay for, like, now. You know what I mean? When you become an adult. Egg Salad says, my first card was the Wii, or my first card, reading a bunch of comments at the same time. My first system was the Wii, and I played Smash Brawl all day during the summer. Yeah. Super Smash Brothers, see, I suck at Super Smash Brothers. So because I suck so bad, I never really put more time into it, and I never got good at it. One thing that I do mean to do on this channel, actually, is, I don't know if it's going to be a live stream series or just a video series. I'm not decided on that yet, but I want to go from, like, 0 to... I want to say 0 to 100, but 0 to whatever I can reach, I guess, and just, like, dump a lot of time into Super Smash Brothers and try to get good at it. Jeffrey Miller says, haha, so true, old people with Corvettes. Yeah, like, you see them constantly in the road, especially now, like, as the summer moves in, all these old dudes have their tops down and, like, cruising through back roads and everything. Which I respect the hell out of them. I mean, shit, I would do the same thing if I had that kind of money. I'd be driving a Corvette. But... Willow TV says, I used to go to a different school, and every day after school, I would go to aftercare, and I would see all the boys would lay out their Pokemon cards on the concrete and play with them. Yeah, so for when I was in school, like grade school, Yu-Gi-Oh! Was the big thing. I mean, Pokemon was big too, but in my group of friends, it was Yu-Gi-Oh! I collected both. I was always a big Pokemon fan, Pokemon the anime series, with Ash Ketchum and all that. I was always a big Pokemon fan. But Yu-Gi-Oh! Was like the one that I got really, really into the trading card game. Now I collect Pokemon cards again. And my wife just got into it too, because she used to play it, because everybody in her neighborhood, I guess, it was just like a group of boys, and she has 2 brothers and no sisters, so she would hang out with the guys, and they played Pokemon as well. So she's getting back into playing Pokemon, and so I get the privilege of teaching her how to do that. I also introduced her to comic books too, and so we went to the comic book store just before all this craziness started. This will be a ribbon eel right here. But we went to the comic book store, and I let her pick out some comics, and that was fun. that's another thing, like, another tidbit of life advice, right? And this one's significantly harder, I will say. This one is significantly harder. It came kind of naturally to me, luckily. I married my high school sweetheart, so it worked out. But with that being said, find somebody in life that is going to be interested, willing, and enthusiastic about like sharing in adventures with you and sharing in things that you love. I can't stress that enough. Like, don't get me wrong, I've gone on a lot of solo adventures. I've gone to many cities and traveled on many planes alone, and gone many places alone, experienced many new things alone. But it's always really, really nice to have somebody there with you that you love and that loves you, and that it's like, the only downside is everything costs double then, too. So you have to consider that. You can't just buy a plane ticket or a round trip for $300. You have to pay $600 for two. But it's well worth it in the long run. And again, that's obviously significantly harder to come by than just, holding on to your childhood. But that's also one of the reasons why I do want to, I was talking about earlier, I'm going to do probably a live stream eventually, pretty soon, in the next couple of days or weeks or whatever, where I revisit my Animal Crossing City Folk town on the Wii. So that one's called Domoburg. That's my town in Animal Crossing City Folk. And it's modded to all hell. Like, it's crazy. I have a video, like I was saying earlier, that you can check out. It's on my YouTube channel, actually. It's like a short, very, very short clip if you want to check it out. It's a video of me fishing off the top of my lighthouse. So there's a lighthouse in Animal Crossing New Horizons you can get, which I have in the one side that you probably saw along the coast there. But you could get either a windmill or a lighthouse in Animal Crossing City Folk. You couldn't get both. You had one or the other. I didn't like that, so I modded it. I got the homebrew channel, I modded my Wii, and I got myself both. So, let's see. Lolly, welcome to the chat. He's asking if anybody wants them to come to their island. So I saw a couple people sharing dodo codes in the chat, so have at it. Lolly, you can probably scroll up. I think there's probably still a dodo code up there. For me personally, again, check the description if you're interested in visiting my island, selling your turnips for 208 bells. It's a charity fundraiser, so in order to get my dodo code, you gotta donate to a charity, the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation, and you can find out more information about that in the... I don't know why I just cast a line out. In the description of this live stream. But, yeah, what was I gonna say? Trying to think. Just lost my train of thought and all of that. But yeah, so my Animal Crossing City Folk original save is super modded. I have both the lighthouse and the windmill. I have all kinds of stuff. I put my windmill somewhere that I don't think it was supposed to be. But it is what it is. I also moved the spawn points of every event to what I called a festival canyon. I had this big canyon behind the museum, and I didn't know what to do with it. City Folk wasn't like New Horizons where you can really put things outside or anything, which was a huge game changer for me. I love that you can put things outside now, and you can terraform as well. You couldn't do that in City Folk. You could with the mod, but I didn't really, because I didn't want to destroy my island. I just wanted to play with it and see what I could do, what cool stuff I could implement. But yeah, so I moved all the different event spawn points to this Festival Canyon thing. So instead of having, events pop up in front of the town hall building, it pops up down in this canyon. So like fishing tourneys, bug catching tourneys, New Year's tournament goes down there into the Festival Canyon instead of in front of town hall. So it's kind of a weird, cool mod that I implemented there, and I'll be revisiting that in a live stream. And then I also just started, I think last summer, on Paul's Games, I started over in Animal Crossing City Folk while discussing New Horizons. It was obviously before the game actually came out. Let me see if I can toss a fish. Yeah. But yeah, that was on my Wii U console, so that's a totally different save for the same game. I didn't want to overwrite my original save because it's my original save. I don't want to ever overwrite that if possible. But yeah, so I'm gonna be doing a live stream. There's Ozzy here. I'm gonna be doing a live stream eventually of Animal Crossing City Folk featuring both of those. As you can see, still turnips are 208 bells. So check the description of this video for the links to donate or to buy a Nintendo Bees t-shirt, which is also pretty much the same as donating, which you'll see to the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation. If you want to jump onto my island, I'll be open all day until the closing of... I won't be live streaming all day probably, but I'll be... I'll have my stuff open all day. My gates open all day. For people who donate. Sell all this good stuff. Willow TV says Mr. Rossetti is triggered. Yeah, it's gonna be bad. I don't know. I don't know what to expect when I revisit these towns, especially my original save that's modded. I don't know what to expect. I am expecting weeds. I'm expecting cockroaches. I don't know. I know in City Folk, actually, when you had so many weeds in your town, there would be, like, this weird, thing. It kind of reminded me of, what is the Pokemon? Vileplume or Gloom. That weird, like, toxic red flower thing. I don't know why I'm using my hands to describe this. But yeah, it kind of looked like that, and there would be, like, flies buzzing around it and whatever. But, yeah. And the only way to get rid of it was to get rid of all the other weeds in your town. So, yeah, I'll be doing a live stream of City Folk, both my modded version and my not modded version. So the one will be kind of like starting over in Animal Crossing City Folk, and if you guys enjoy that, I'll do more, and I'll make it a whole streaming series. Shit. Damn it. Sorry, I got distracted. I heard a noise. But if otherwise, I'll just do that one. We'll see what happens. We'll see how it goes. But I do want to start doing more live streams now that I have the PC to do it and the capability to do it. See, Trevor Does Stuff joined the chat. Says, I'm bored, can I just visit the island? Unfortunately, not today. There are some other people, it seems like, in the thread that are sharing their dodo codes if you want to visit their islands. Today, because I have the 208 bell turnip prices right now in my island. I am focusing on keeping it a charity fundraiser. So in order to get my private dodo code for this stream and for today, you do have to donate. But this is kind of a weird experimental stream I'm doing today, really, to try to raise some money for the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation. So any donation on GoFundMe towards the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation is 100% tax deductible. You could donate any little amount. It could be $1, it could be $100, it could be whatever you want, and that'll get you that private dodo code to come on over to the stream, or to the town if the stream is over already, to cash in, because my gate will be open all day long. That, or you can buy a Nintendo Beast t-shirt if you want to get a cool Nintendo Beast t-shirt, help support the channel, and also a portion of that will go towards the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation. You can do that. Check the links in the description for that information. The t-shirt is very, very cool if you haven't checked it out yet. It's like a big graphic tee with this awesome like Nintendo creature. It's like a I almost want to say it's like a Koopa of some variety. It has like a Bowser shell on, and it has like armor and like a battle axe that is entirely made out of different Nintendo consoles and controllers and power-ups and items and so on and so forth. So if you haven't checked that out yet, it's very, very cool. It's like $20 plus shipping, and like I said, it helps keep the channel going, but it also, more importantly than that, a portion of those sales go to the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation, and that's what this is all about today, and that's what Pause Games is all about. So if you want to check out that YouTube channel as well, search Pause Games, or just head over to pause.tv, the website. It's POZZ.tv, and click the big red subscribe button on there. I do a show on there if you want to watch me complete campaigns, essentially. Every Friday night, including tonight, I have a Friday night binge episode that's going to be premiering. It's me wrapping up the third and final part of the Doom Eternal campaign. Basically anything that's not Nintendo. I'm a big campaign guy. I love playing video game campaigns. I think I just got this, didn't I? Yeah. Shit. So any kind of campaign that I play, I did Luigi's Mansion 3 on the Switch. It was like one of my first episodes, or my first series of Friday Night Binge. But basically I start at like 6 or 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, and go until about midnight, or whenever the campaign is completed, whichever one comes faster. But yeah, tonight I wrap up the final part of Doom Eternal, which is an awesome game, by the way. Anything that's not Nintendo pretty much goes over on the Pause Games channel. And again, that channel is entirely for Cystic Fibrosis Foundation. So, yup, that's that. Egg Salad says I have to go, guys. I'll tune in next stream. Thank you so much for tuning in. Egg Salad, thanks for joining up and chatting with us. Willow TV says, no joke, Mr. Rossetti made some real kids cry because he was such a jerk. Mr. Rossetti was a jerk. But, looking back... Okay, so, I will honestly say that I was almost in tears one time because of Mr. Rossetti. And the reason was, if you reset your game, or you turn off your console without saving, a certain number of times, he's a dick, and he says, like, well, you done it, you done gone fucked up now, I'm gonna delete your entire game. And then go, whoop, and the screen goes black temporarily, and you just shit your pants. Like, in that moment, you shit your pants. Not metaphorically speaking, you literally shit your pants. And then it comes back, whoop, and it's like, just kidding, I'm not gonna delete your game, but don't do that again, you shithead, right? And you're like, at that point, you're like, like, as a kid, you're crying. But yeah, so Rossetti was a jerk, but I will say that I do miss him in New Horizons, because it does autosave now, so that whole resetting problem isn't a thing. The Rossetti boys are behind the rescue service, if you haven't used the rescue service. I used it once in a video a while back, actually during May Days, just to see what it was all about. And it indeed was the Rossetti boys behind it. You don't get to see them or anything. You just hear that classic, like, bum, 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 like music, and he yells at you, per usual. It has, like, question marks over his name, I think. But, yeah, he is the Rossetti boys are behind the rescue team, the park ranger team. But I hope they get a more prominent part eventually in New Horizons. Oh, yeah. So real quick, once again, I'm sorry if I keep bugging people, if you've been watching this entire time and, you know, you've seen this too many times. But here is the t-shirt that I'm talking about, the official Nintendo Beast t-shirt, that if you buy it, you're supporting me, but you're also, and the channel, but you're more importantly, you're supporting the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation as well. And you're getting this awesome, gnarly looking t-shirt. So check this bad boy out. And obviously today, as an added bonus, you also, by buying one of those t-shirts, you also get access to my private dodo code today, so you can come and sell your turnips for 208 bells if you so desire. But then again, you can also make a direct donation to the cause at gofundme.com/pausetv. It's gofundme.com/POZZTV, and by doing that, you know, you can... great, I got a boot. You can also get the dodo code to join in. Willow TV says, have you played Tomodachi Life? You know, I have not played Tomodachi Life. I saw it. I was very interested in it at the time, but I never got it. That was exclusively for the 3DS, I believe, right? I think. I don't know if that was if there was ever a port for Switch, Wii U, or the Wii. I'm trying to remember what era that came out too. It's kind of, I think it was relatively new, not new, but relatively new. Run around here. Let me refresh some stuff just to make sure everything's good. Ba-ba-da-da-ba-ba. I'll probably also be creating... I don't know if I'm going to create a... With Pause Games, I might use it as a network. I have a Facebook page and social media pages for Pause Games. Alright, Willow TV says it's on the 3DS XL. Yeah. That's what I thought. I haven't played it. It looked fun. I never got the chance to play it, though. But like I was saying, I do have a Facebook page already for Pause Games. And since I am the founder, or one of the co-founders and the owner of Pause Games, and the lead video producer right now at Pause Games, I'm thinking about maybe making like Facebook groups. So instead of making a Nintendo Beast page, I would make a Nintendo Beast group, like a fan group, on the Pause Games YouTube channel, and do that, because I am looking to recruit more gamers for Pause Games to create content, upload videos, do streams on that channel, to raise money and awareness for the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation. So then that would give me a cool platform. I'm just thinking out loud right now, really. But that would give me a cool platform to help share the YouTubers that, are creating content. I can help share their original channels too. Because like I said, I obviously upload to the Nintendo Beast channel, but then I also upload to the Pause Games channel. And that's going to be kind of like the same thing with a lot of gamers that I'm going to be recruiting. In the sense that the Pause Games is going to be kind of like a network where like people with other channels elsewhere come to upload content that maybe doesn't quite fit the theme of their channel, or maybe it does and they're trying to upload it to the Pause Games channel to help promote their original channel. A lot of open area there. But so I'll probably, the bottom line is what I'm trying to say is, I'll probably create a Nintendo Beast fan group where you can join up, and then I can share with you when I'm going to be going live a little bit more effectively. And yeah, other cool opportunities and stuff. Get like stickers and free merch and what have you. Again, all in the name of raising awareness and money for cystic fibrosis research, specifically at the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation. It is 3 o'clock. It feels like just a minute ago that... Oh, there's a thunderstorm going on here. Oh, boy. It feels like just a minute ago that I was saying it was 2 o'clock, and now it's 3 o'clock already. Time flies when you're streaming Animal Crossing. Holy shit. It's really, really storming here. It's a dreary day. Oh my god. Just pulling out trash now, too. I got a tire, a shoe. All I need now is a freaking tin can, and I've got the whole collection. I see that balloon, though. Hearing the thunderclaps in Animal Crossing New Horizons, through like bassy headphones like I'm wearing, is like actually kind of scary. Like when thunder strikes, like you shake a little bit. You're like, oh shit, that was loud. Where'd this balloon go? I just saw a balloon. It could not have possibly gone that far. Where the hell? Oh, there it is. Shit. Alright, I gotta get to the other side of the river quick. Have you ever played any scary games like DDLC or FNAF? Well, probably not, based on the fact that I'm not totally sure what either of those stand for. Elaborate. What are those? What are the, like, full titles? I just, I played, the Call of Cthulhu, which isn't really a scary game, but it's it was really cool. Like, it was like a cult, obviously. If you know anything about, the Call of Cthulhu and whatnot, and the, Lovecraftian, yeah. What the hell? Creatures. Mythology, there we go. Lovecraftian mythology. It had a lot of culty stuff and, like, creepy symbols and whatever. I wouldn't really say it was a horror game, but it was definitely a lot of fun. And I played that on the Switch. Doki Doki Literature Club. No, I have not. Let me pull it up. Because I do like horror games. The few that I've actually played. Alright, I opened that in a tab. This doesn't seem like a scary game. What is this nonsense? Oh, Five Nights at Freddy's. I've heard of that one. I haven't played it, but I've heard of that one at least. I should have been able to get... But yeah, the Doki Doki Literature Club does not seem like a scary game. I could be wrong. But it doesn't, just by first glance in the Google tab search, it doesn't look... Yeah. It is downpouring here on Dumb Wild today. My hat's all wet. So we just passed the 2-hour mark here in the live stream. I'll probably be signing off relatively soon. I want to catch one more coelacanth and then I'll sign off for the day. If that's the correct way to pronounce it. Still don't know how to pronounce it. Shit. Eventually I'll figure it out. Because it's cute on the outside, but it's got a lot of twists and turns and lots of self-harming. That's why they call it a psychological horror. Oh, okay. I was wondering because it didn't look like any kind of horror game. I started playing The Evil Within on Xbox, and I know there's a sequel now. I think I own it. I'm not totally sure, and that's another reason why I'm doing my show called Friday Night Binge on Pause Games, where I just play through campaigns. Not sure what game I'm gonna start next week, but tonight actually, if you tune in, I'll be premiering the third part of Doom Eternal, and one of the reasons why I wanted to do that is because I have so many... Damn it. I'm spazzing now. I'm not paying attention. I have so many games in my game library. A lot of them are Xbox 360 games. But I have so many games that I just never played through all the way. The campaigns for. And I want to change that. Like, I'm a big campaign guy. I'm going to focus on this fish. Yeah, it's not what I was hoping for, I don't think. No, sea bass. But, yeah, so it's not just... On Friday Night Binge, it's not just going to be, your standard new titles and whatever. It's going to be a little bit of everything. I think what I'm actually going to start next week is, I'm going to start the Crysis franchise. So Crysis 1, Crysis 2, Crysis 3, and see about trying to beat all three of those games. I think Crysis 3, the campaign for that one is extremely short, actually. And by extremely short, I mean like maybe 5 hours long. But turnip prices should still be at $2.08. Yep, per turnip. So again, if you want to sell your turnips today on my island for 208 bells, check the description, donate to the cause, to the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation. Any amount will do, or buy a Nintendo Beast t-shirt, which again, a portion of those sales do in fact go to the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation as well. And by doing that, you'll gain access to the private dodo code today. Even when the stream goes off, I'll have my gate open, and that dodo code will still be available. So that offer obviously extends all day long until my my shop closes. So, and I think that's, I don't know, 10 p.m. I think the shop closes. So 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time is when this offer will go away, and I'll mark that in the description as well. I'm just gonna buy a bunch of flimsy fishing rods because I just don't want to craft them and waste my time. One thing that I do wish they would add in this game is that ability to purchase tools in bulk. Purchase tools in bulk and buy more than one of things in the Able Sisters shop. So, like, I'd love, like, if I am buying a pair of sneakers, right, high-top sneakers, and I want to buy one of each color, I don't have to, you know, buy one, close out, buy one, another, close out, buy another, close out, and do that, like, 8 times just to get all the different colors. I think you should be able to buy multiple things from the fitting room. I understand why they did it the way they did, but it's still kind of irritating. And on top of that, I wish I was able to buy, oh, flimsy fishing rods. There'd be 400 bells, or you can buy a pack of 5 of them, like you can with, like, flowers. That'd be so much easier, since they do break, and they break relatively quickly. I don't know how many I just bought here. Enough. Alright, so I got some Nook miles. I haven't cashed in on these all day. But somehow I managed to get 3 of them without paying attention. I have over 52,000 Nook miles. I'm loaded in Nook miles, but that doesn't really mean anything to me. Since I don't really have any money, any bells. So yeah, let me run home quick and get some iron, and then I will craft some fishing rods. It looks like, my stream is kind of weirdly, like, pixelated. At least in the preview window from YouTube. I don't know. The preview window in YouTube Studio has been acting up lately, and it's very, very weird to me. I don't really know what the hell's going on with it. That's why I had to split up my Mario Monday stream, because it froze and it was buffering, and I was like, oh shit, did my stream just crap out? And it didn't. It was completely fine. It was just the the YouTube Studio preview window was buffering and fucked up. I don't know. It was weird. But I'm hoping that this is the first stream I do that turns out 100% well, with everything, the intro, the outro, etc., and all the timing and everything. But we will see, I suppose. What the hell am I doing here? Yeah, I need to get iron. Oh, I just armed my security system or whatever. Let's craft something. Those are kind of cool. Anyway, but I'm here for the fishing rod. So I have 11, I bought 11 flimsy fishing rods, which means I will create 11 regular fishing rods here real quick. Again, I wish I could do, like, oh, it seems like you have the supplies to make 11 of these. Do you want to make all 11 right now? And I would say, absolutely, crafting bench. And, we'd be all happy campers. But instead I have to do this one by one, which is tedious, annoying, and frustrating. And no fun for anybody involved. I love this little train oh shit. I love this little train table that I have in my house, as you can see there. My wife actually found that in her store for me. Half the stuff that's in my house, honestly, came from my wife. Like, nothing in my... Like, Nook's Cranny in my town always gives me shit. Shit that I don't want and whatever. Like, it's rare that I actually find something that it's worth buying. In my town, but every day she's like, oh, do you want this? This seems like something you'd want. This seems like something you'd want. Yeah, you're right. Give it to me. I'll pay you back. But, there are a couple different things that are supposed to be arriving today at my apartment, and they probably did during this live stream. One of which is, I bought myself a new Nintendo GameCube, because I sold mine so long ago at Cash Converters so I could afford something stupid. And so I just ordered myself a new GameCube to replace that, because I know I could play GameCube games on my Wii, but it's just not quite the same, you know what I mean? The nostalgia of having my own console is significantly better. Dragon Plays Roblox, welcome, hello. Thank you for joining in. Keep one last fishing rod here, and then I'll be done. Dragon Plays Roblox, do you play Animal Crossing New Horizons too? I don't know if you're talking to me, but yes, I am playing Animal Crossing New Horizons right now. I think everybody in this chat plays Animal Crossing New Horizons, I believe. I assume, or they're looking to start, if nothing else. Let's see here. Oh, I didn't actually want to take all of these fishing rods outside with me, though. I was going to put the vast majority of them back into storage. So I'm good to go next time I do a live stream. Dragon Plays Roblox says, do you think I can come over to your island? I'm bored. Okay, so, since you're probably just joining in, this is the deal for this live stream. Today, the dodo code for my island is private, exclusively for people who donate to the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation. Let me see here. I'll put these into storage. If you look in the description of the live stream, you can see how you can go about getting that private code. I do have turnips. The current price for turnips, is 208 bells in my town. So if you want to make some money off the stock market this week, and just jump on over to one of the links on in the description there. But with that being said, if you subscribe and you ring that bell for notifications, I do live streams pretty frequently, and then you'll be able to visit my island and all that kind of stuff. What was I going to do? Right, back to fishing. But today, unfortunately, not unfortunately, I'm doing a charity fundraiser since I do have valuable turnip prices in my town right now. So in order to get the private dodo code to come on over and sell your turnips, or just to play on my island in general, either jump on over to gofundme.com/pausetv. It's a rainy day too, so it's good for fishing. And make a donation. Any donation, counts. Could be $1, could be $10, could be $100, could be anything. Every little bit helps. It all goes 100% to the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation, and it is also 100% tax deductible then as well. Or you can buy one of the sweet, gnarly Nintendo Beast official T-shirts on the Pause TV merch store. That link is also in the description as well of this live stream. But that offer is going all day today, even after this live stream ends, which will be relatively shortly. Basically, I've been streaming for about almost 2.5 hours now. So I'll probably be signing off relatively soon. However, before I do want to close out by catching one last coelacanth. But my gate will be open even after the live stream is over. With that private dodo code for people who donate. So, and I'll update that information in the live stream description as well. That way, when people view it after the live stream is over, they can still see that information and know that they can still donate. And even if you don't want to play, or if you don't want to, whatever, you can still absolutely buy yourself a sweet Nintendo Beast official T-shirt, and you can also absolutely donate to the cause as well. Zebra turkey fish. Alright, let me refresh some things. Make sure my stream is still going well. Hi Kim, welcome to the chat and welcome to the stream. I'm doing good. How about you? You subscribed? Thank you very much. Make sure if you subscribe, make sure to ring that little bell, that notification bell as well. That way you can see every time I go live, or I upload a new video, I premiere a new video, so on and so forth. And I can also make updates on YouTube. I don't really do it all that much. But I think I can make updates, and like people that have the notifications on will get that update. Not really totally sure how updates work. This is actually the only channel that I have that has that. And maybe it's because it's so old, I don't know, but... Kim, congratulations on getting your 3 stars today. Very, very cool. So, I don't know if you got your KK Slider concert yet, or I guess that'll be tomorrow, I think. Once you get 3 stars, I think it's the next day that KK Slider comes and performs. Which actually works out perfectly for you, because then every Saturday after that, he'll be there, too. So it'll already be a Saturday. It'll be the correct timing and everything. Emmett, welcome to the chat and welcome to the stream. He said, hi, I want to come to my island. Not today. I will be doing a live stream in the next couple of days where I just visit other people's islands too. And I often do live streams and let other people into my island, and they usually have some fun giveaways and stuff like that while you're here. But today, since, you know, in the spirit of fundraising for charity and everything, I'm going to keep my gate open with a private dodo code for people who donate. So again, check the description of the live stream if you're interested in donating to the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation. If you have turnips to sell and you want to sell them on my island for 208 bells a piece, that is how you're going to do it. You're going to donate to the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation either via our GoFundMe campaign at gofundme.com/PauzTV, is POZZ-TV, or by purchasing a official Nintendo Beast t-shirt on the Pause merch store. Those links are in the description. But yes, in future live streams, I mean, I do a lot of live streams. I'm getting into it. And yeah, I do all kinds of live streams. I have people over. I open my island up. I go to other people's islands. So definitely, if you're interested in doing that, subscribe, ring that notification bell, so you know when I go live next time and when I schedule. I think you get a notification when I schedule a live stream too, which I've been trying to do at least like an hour in advance scheduling, so people know to tune in and when to tune in and, you know, what have you. There's also a thunderstorm going on in my island right now, which is super cool, but also kind of like nerve-wracking. Come on. There we go. So I'll be signing off as soon as I get a coelacanth, which is not seeming like it's going to happen anytime soon, but shit. It was probably a sea bass. I'm going to tell myself that was probably a sea bass. But yeah. I hate streaming and trying to catch fish because I just become a spaz. Like, if I'm talking about something, I'm not paying attention to the fishing, and but oh shit! What is that? A giant trevally. Okay, well that's a win right there. I need to donate that to the museum then. That's cool. I'm still catching new fish, which is awesome. Another thing that I love about summer in Animal Crossing is, like, the amount of new fish you can catch all of a sudden. I know this isn't a coelacanth, obviously, but I'll cast a line out anyway. Got a clownfish. And again, for people just joining, and they are interested in the Nintendo Beast t-shirts, either to join in or just to get one. They're very, very cool. And they're not like branded Nintendo Beast either. When I got the design made for me, I wanted to make sure it's something that like any Nintendo fan would be totally stoked to wear, not just like fans of my YouTube channel. And I think the end result was really, really cool. And I have a little promo thing that I'll run at the end of the live stream as well. Or you can check it out right now by clicking over to the link in the description. But yeah, it's like a crazy Predator, Koopa, gladiator guy with like armor and like a battle axe, made like, and his armor and his battle axe are made of Nintendo consoles and controllers and power ups and stuff like that. It's really, really cool. So. Willow TV says, if you think fishing is hard, you should try to get a me to propose in Tomodachi Life is the hardest minigame ever. I believe it. I'll try. I definitely want. I'm not a big GameStop fan, so I'm not gonna get it from GameStop. But like, I'll look online to see if I can get my hands on a copy of Tomodachi Life, or even maybe I'll do I'll get a 3DS emulator maybe, and see about that way I can actually like either do a live stream or record a video gameplay of it. Just got a message from my wife. I don't know what it's. Olive flounder. Give me 1 second. Gotta respond to the wifey. She doesn't respect my live streaming schedule. Sure, whatever. She's at work right now, so. But that should be the end of that. Let's see here. Where's my drink at? My throat is getting all dried out. I do hear a balloon. Every time I hear a balloon, I think it feels like it's always over a river or something. And I've got to wait for it to float. You know, not over the river. Over the river and through the woods. To grandmother's house we go. To pop a balloon and get the present. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. There we go. What do we get? What do we get? Underwater flooring. I've gotten that. Oh no, I got the wall. Okay, so now I have the full underwater set. I retract my disgust. Alright. Let's get back to fishing. Because I refuse to sign off for the day until I catch this coelacanth, even if that means I have to play for another 8 hours. And yeah, like I was saying, I don't find fishing to be like hard per se. It's just usually I actually look away from the screen and I go off sound because I get really spazzy when I see the fish like, oh shit, that's a whale shark. I didn't even realize it had a dorsal fin. Catching some good fish now though, but it's not quite the one I'm looking for, so I'm gonna keep searching. But yeah, like, it's not that it's particularly hard. I just get really spazzy. And, like, my brain tells me, like, when I have the visual in front of me, my brain tells me that, like, 1, 2, 3. It's going to go on 3. Or, like, right there. As I talked about it, I did it. I demonstrated it perfectly. And so I pull in quick, and then I spaz, and I miss the opportunity to catch it. Which is weird, I know, but, like, when I do it, like, when I look away from the screen and just listen for it, I catch the fish, like, 100% of the time. And there's Dory again. To the person who said that you caught Dory, there's Dory again. But yeah, it's... I don't know, that's just me. It's a weird way to go about life and catching fish, but... Another sea bass. Oh, yeah. Sea bass, sea bass, sea bass. Oops, all sea bass. I said it earlier in the stream, but I think it'd be a really nice month-long event to just get rid of all the sea bass and all the horse mackerel in the ocean for a month. But yeah, I'm thinking about doing, so I have Mario Mondays. I do live streams of, like, Mario games. I might do, like, I mean, it's not going to be called Animal Crossing Wednesdays or anything, but I might do live streams every Wednesday. And then, I'll have my sporadic, like, night adventures as well. That don't really have any kind of rhyme or reason, but... I don't know. We'll see what happens. I do want to get on a more routine schedule, though, with my streams. That way people can, you know, routinely chime in and routinely, like, you know when to expect to watch, you know what I mean? I'm also working on upgrading some of my visuals on my live stream, because I know right now it's very, very basic. I have me down in the corner, hi, and then obviously the game. But I do want to put a little frame, and maybe even put the chat on screen. That way I don't have to, like, read out what people are saying. You can actually see what people are saying, and I can respond to them a little bit more effectively. But that'll come. That'll come in the next couple of days, in the next couple of weeks. Make my way back to the business district up here. And catch some, hopefully, more valuable fish along the way. Doesn't look like I'm going to be catching anything right now, though. Here's a little tiny fish. Oh, no, it's a rock. Good. It's always good to catch rocks. Oh, there's a finned fish up there. Awesome. But like I was saying before I go catch that thing, these are all little money tree saplings, or like nursery money trees, which I will be giving away on a future live stream. I'm not sure how to go about doing it yet. Because I'm not sure if you'll be able to... I'm not sure if you'll be able... It's just a suckerfish, I think. Yeah. But I'm not sure if people will be able to actually use their shovels on my island, unless they're, like, best friends or whatever with me in the game. So I might have to set up some kind of thing where, you know, we become best friends, and then you can take it home with you or something like that. I don't know. I don't know how it's going to work. But if you want to get your own little money tree sapling, or even just join in on my live stream sometimes and come over and play, or have me visit your island on a live stream, feel free to subscribe. Ring that little bell, obviously. You know the drill. Ooh, beta fish. Swab it with this sea bass. Alright, so this should be a pretty hefty pocket. I'm gonna go to the museum first, so I don't accidentally sell this giant Trevally. I want to make sure it's in my museum. Oh. Donate my giant Trevally, sir. Yes, please tell me. Sure, tell me all about the giant Trevally. 180 pounds, jeez. Alrighty. Thanks, Blathers. I'm gonna run on out of here then. Go empty my pockets and make some money next door quick. And then back to fishing until I finally catch this coelacanth. It is a very rainy, dreary day here on Domo Isle. I do want to thank everybody who is currently streaming, and people who have been in the stream, and everybody involved in this stream so far. Thank you for tuning in. As you can see, turnip prices are still at 208 bells per turnip. If you do want to join in, I'm running it like a charity fundraiser. If you weren't here for the original explanations, check the description. There are links in there to tell you how to get that private dodo code and join in on the fun and make some money today off your turnips, like I'm about to do with all these fish. Oops. And these rocks. I think we got everything, right? And 28,000 bells, not too shabby. So let me go back out. Again, I've been streaming for about a little bit over 2.5 hours now. I'm going to sign off in just a bit. Not right now, but as soon as I catch a coelacanth. So whenever that happens, could be now, could be in 30 minutes, could be who knows when. But unless it stops raining, in which case I'll then sign off. But that won't be at least for another half an hour. But with that said, even when my live stream is over, the deal is still in place. If you, my gate will be open all day, regardless of whether or not I'm streaming it or not. Sea bass. And you'll be able to get a private code to come and sell your turnips for 208 bells all day today, up until obviously 10 p.m. Eastern Time when my Nook's Cranny closes for the day. But yeah, all you gotta do is donate to the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation in one of the two ways that are listed in the description of this live stream. There. And there goes my fishing rod. One way gives you, or gets you, an awesome, exclusive, official Nintendo Beast t-shirt, and you're donating to the cause. The other way is just strictly donating to the cause. But yeah, check the description of the video and the live stream for details and the links, I should say, to those donation methods. Funds will go to the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation to assist in cystic fibrosis research and hopefully to help find a cure for cystic fibrosis. So yeah, again, information in the description of the live stream. And yeah, right now I'm just fishing away in the thunderstorm. Seahorse. Yeah, horse mackerel. Alrighty. So let's see here. Label is also here today. I talked to her already in the beginning of the stream. That was quick. That's definitely a horse sea bass. Oh, it's a red snapper. Pleasant surprise. 3,000 bells. Sold. Alright, this'll be a sea bass, though. I caught a couple fish now, and they haven't been sea basses, so I'm due for one. Oh, God. Another red snapper. 2 in a row. What a nice, pleasant surprise. Does that mean I'm coming up on something here? Am I coming up on a coelacanth? What is this guy over here? Probably a black bass, a sea bass of the rivers. Yep, that's what it is. The most metal of all fish. I disagree. I don't find a black bass to be very metal at all. In my eyes, metal is a good thing. And I am never thrilled to catch a bass of any variety. I remember in City Folk, I think the most annoying river fish to catch was the pond smelt. There's like a little yellow garbage fish. There's a sea bass. I was waiting for that one. It was worth worth maybe like 100 bells. It was basically like an anchovy of the river. But yeah, it was. This guy looks pretty big. Probably not. Probably a sea bass or an olive flounder. Haven't caught one of those in a little while, so that was expected too. Come on, give me a coelacanth. Oh, that was quick. That's definitely a sea bass. Or a tire, yeah. Okay, cool. Cool, I guess. At least it wasn't a tire. I guess that's what I mean, though. I said this in a previous live stream. I am less pissed off when I catch a tire or like a miscellaneous piece of trash than I am when I catch a sea bass or a horse mackerel. Like, I would rather catch trash because at least trash is like a little bit more rare than a sea bass, which is sad. It's really sad. But you know, it is what it is, I guess. The thunderstorm seemed to have broken up. The storm might be dying out. Which means that I would have about 20 minutes to catch this freaking coelacanth before the opportunity is gone. Sea bass. Come on, come on. Alright, we got another balloon, though. Shit, just missed. Boop. Ah. You bugger. Oh, God, and that was my last. Damn it. Alright, well, that's not super important to me right now. If this was money, or if this is money or something super rare or something I really want, then I'll go get another. It's an oil lamp. Nope, it's not something I really wanted, so I'm not going to waste my time going to get another slingshot right now. What's that got? A tilapia? Tilapia! Come on, fishy. Give me a nibble. Seahorse. I think seahorse are actually, like, relatively valuable, too. Oh boy. The countdown. The countdown may be on. Like I said, it does seem like this storm is kind of dissipating a little bit. I mean, it's definitely dissipating from the thunderstorm that it was before. But if it's really dissipating, oops, then that means odds are around like 4 o'clock Eastern time here, the rain might stop. And if the rain stops, then my chances of catching a coelacanth go away entirely too. So after I fill my pockets this time with fish, if I still haven't caught one, I'm going to stop catching everything and I'm just going to start scaring them away. I'll go from trying to make money to trying to strictly catch a coelacanth. Horse mackerel. That's not making me money anyway. See if this is gonna... Ooh, there we go. I thought that was a kind of a shitty cast, but turned out well. Meh. Zebra turkey fish. Again, they seem so ornate, you'd think they'd be worth something, but they're like 500 bells or something like that. I'm just gonna scare this one away, I don't care. It's probably a horse mackerel anyway, as is this one probably, so I'll just cast the line out and scare that one away too. I'm a man on a mission now. I'm gonna just focus on trying to catch this coelacanth. I've already caught several today. Alright, this one is pretty big though. I know it's not a coelacanth, it's a river fish, but it might be something worthwhile. Nope, it's a black bass. Regrets. Mistakes were made. How much space do I have? I have 3 more spaces left. Okay. Okay, wait. This could be the money. Right here. Come on, baby. Nah, it's an olive flounder. It looked big. Alright, there's another seemingly relatively long fish. This could be it. This could be the money. Promising, promising. Fucking sea bass. Of course it's a sea bass. Like I said, I caught a couple already this stream. But, I think I caught 2. But none recently. I haven't gotten a lot of action lately. So I should, in theory, I should be due for one. Or at least I feel like I'm due for one. I'm owed one. That's not. That's definitely not one. Alrighty. So we'll make our way back to, the business district now. Scare away all these fish as I go. Ooh. Oh, hi, big boy. Do you have a fan? I can't really tell. Oh shit, that was a fucking sea bass, that's what it was. I think I just saw a clap of thunder, or a clap of lightning, though. So I might not be on a time trial, but I'm still nervous that I might be. And there are only 12 minutes until 4. I mean, shit, plus I've been streaming for almost 3 hours now. But, so let me go run and sell all these fish that are in my pockets, clear them out. And then it's crunch time. We're just going to go straight for a coelacanth. No more Mr. Nice Guy. Oops. I think I got everything right. Oh, let me sell this oil lamp too. I'm not interested in that. Sold. Okay. So yeah, I think this live stream so far has been probably my most successful live stream in the sense that it hasn't crapped out at all. I know a couple nights ago it randomly crapped out on me. I'm not totally sure why. It was like in the middle of the night, so but my internet just kind of took a crap. And I lost connection with my stream. And there have been issues with YouTube Studio, of course, for Mario Monday this week, and yeah, but pretty confident that this one's going to be a masterful one. This is... I'll catch it anyway, but it's a ribbon eel. Yeah. Nothing special. That got me excited at first because it looked really long, and then I realized, yeah, it is long. It's too long. Also, the fact that Callie walks around looking like a little leprechaun every time it rains is pretty adorable as well. Maybe that's just me. Shit. That was definitely a sea bass anyway. I'm pretty sure. This one I'm just going to scare away quick. Get out of here. It's probably a sea bass, but I guess we'll never know, huh? Since I scared it away like an idiot. It's Tommyland says 200 bells per turnip, only 2 people watching. Interesting. I don't know. Yeah, it's if you read the description, I've got 200 bells or 208 bells right now per turnip in my Nook's Cranny, and I'm doing like a little fundraiser thing. I've been streaming for about 3 hours now, but I'm doing a little fundraiser thing. If you want the dodo code to come over and sell your turnips, oh boy, oh, it's another ribbon eel. But if you want to come over and sell your turnips and get that private dodo code, all you got to do is donate to the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation any amount, either at GoFundMe.com/PauseTV, which that link is in the description, or you can buy an official Nintendo Beast t-shirt, and a portion of those sales goes to the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation as well. Again, both of those links are in the description, but... Yeah, I'm currently building my streaming audience, so to speak. I just started streaming not too long ago, like a couple of weeks ago. As I feel like a lot of people did because of the whole COVID-19 outbreak thing. Getting rid of that. But I've had this channel for about 10 years now, and I just started uploading to it again, and yeah. But yeah, 208 bells. They're not. It's not like a super super high price. It's definitely. I mean, it's the highest I've ever seen in my town or in my island, obviously, which is nice. I know they can go up as high as like 500 something bells or something like that. So it's not astronomically high or anything, but I figured since it is Friday, and tomorrow being the last day to sell turnips before they go bad on Sunday and you have to buy new ones, I figured I'd open my gates up and I'd try to do some kind of fundraising thing for it. So that's what we're doing here today. So again, read the description of this live stream and you'll get all the information and all the links that you need for that. And that will go all day, like I explained a little bit earlier. That'll go all day, even after I stop streaming. I'll be done streaming in a little bit here, as soon as I catch a coelacanth. I vowed I would catch a coelacanth again before I stopped streaming. And I've been unsuccessful thus far since I made that vow, so... This isn't a coelacanth, I can almost guarantee, yeah, it's sea bass, but... So even when I'm done streaming, I'll have my gate open. If you make a donation on or go through with the steps on either of those two links that I have in the description, anytime today before 10 p.m. Eastern time, obviously when my Nook's Cranny closes for the day, I will either message you or email you, depending on where if you buy a t-shirt or if you donate on GoFundMe, and I'll send you that private dodo code link, or private dodo code, where you can jump on. My gate is open, and you could sell your turnips for 208 bells, or just go fishing, explore my island, whatever you want to do, really. It's all about the charity. Okay. I feel like I'm just gonna have a pocket full of sea bass by the end of this. Shit. It was definitely not a coelacanth. That's what I tell myself to make myself feel better from losing it, but that was more likely than not a sea bass. This is probably a sea bass as well. That was a perfect cast, though. Frankie's Artist? Frankie's Artist? Welcome to the chat. However you pronounce your username there. Frankie's Artist? I don't know, my screen's kind of far away too, but welcome to the chat. He says, "Hi, today I caught 4 whale sharks, 3 great whites, a dorado, and an arapaima." Nice. I've caught a couple whale sharks, at least 2 of these coelacanths. It's just once I start looking for them, I haven't caught a single one yet, which is when I wasn't really in search of them all that much. I caught a couple. As soon as I started looking for them, I haven't found one yet. Ain't that just the way? So here's another ribbon eel. Caught in about 1 million of these already. Yep. Ah, shit. There goes my fishing rod. Believe it or not, I actually said, yeah, I have 3 of those in my pocket. They're almost as common as my frickin' sea bass at this point. But believe it or not, I said about maybe 45 minutes ago that as soon as I catch a coelacanth, I'm going to sign off my live stream for the day. Well, guess what? I'm still here. Still here trying to catch a coelacanth. Obviously, if it stops raining, I'd be shit out of luck in that regard. This definitely is not coelacanth, but it might be a red snapper, and therefore it'll at least be worth some money. It's a zebra turkeyfish. It's worth about 500 bells, so not really worth all that much money. It says, I play Animal Crossing way too much. I wake up at 5 a.m. to get first dibs on the rocks and wood. Sea bass. Bleh. On my island because I share with my mom, brother, and stepmom. Or my dad, brother, and stepmom. I don't know how I just read that wrong. Yeah, luckily, my account... See, I was smart about this. I had my Switch, and when Animal Crossing came out, I got the game for myself, and rather than letting my wife sign on to my game and be a secondary character, I got her a Switch Lite for herself, and the copy of Animal Crossing, so now she plays on her own save. I don't have to compete with her to get anything. That's what I did. Plus it's nice, because like I said earlier in the stream, a lot of the stuff in my house right now, in my Animal Crossing house, is stuff that I actually got from my wife's island on her game. Because my store all too often gives me crap that I just don't even want. Alright, it's 4 o'clock. It doesn't seem... Uh-oh. It's hard to tell. It doesn't seem like the rain is stopping. It looked like it slowed a little bit there. But it didn't look like it stopped. So I should have until 5 o'clock now. Oh shit, I don't have... Angel Soto says, boo. What'd I do? What'd I do or what did I say? I hear that. Raid my minions. Supreme Delibird says, WTF, you got Godzilla. Yeah. I'm trying to get the robot hero, too, eventually, to put up on the cliff overlooking that, so it looks like a scene from Pacific Rim, or something, where it's like, you know, doing battle. But, fun fact, getting the robot hero, and crafting the robot hero, rather, is, like, freaking impossible. You gotta get so many parts. I haven't gotten the recipe for a rocket yet from Celeste, which I've been working on. Because Celeste gives you one recipe every time she comes, and Rocket has not been one for me yet. Antonio Hack, yeah, welcome. Welcome to the stream, everybody, and to the chat. I want to say that I'm going to be ending this stream soon. I've been going for about 3 hours now. But I can't say that in good faith, because I've been saying that for about 45 minutes now, trying to catch this coelacanth, and I have not found one yet. Supreme Delibird says, by any chance, have you got spare fruit trees or whatever? I'm missing so many. So I'll run over here and show you real quick. I have actually an orchard where I have all the different fruit trees. And see, you start with coconuts on the beach, and then I have all the different fruit here. So subscribe and ring that bell for notifications, because almost every live stream that I do, excluding this one because it is a charity fundraiser type of thing, I let people in the stream, like, come on over to my island, send me friend requests, join via public dodo code, This stream in particular right now is a private one, or I have a private dodo code to send out to people who donate to the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation or buy a Nintendo Beast t-shirt, which also supports the cause, the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation. So, the answer to your question is yes, I do have spare fruit trees, and they are all yours, just not today. I'll probably do another live stream like tomorrow, to be honest. So, I'm trying to stream a decent amount more now. Come on. Fucking sea bass. Yes, that's what I mean. If you subscribe, keep an eye out for my next live stream, and then I'll actually give you my friend code, and I'll show my friend code at the end of this live stream, so you can send me a friend code on Nintendo Switch, and then next time I go live, you can jump on over, or yeah, next time I go live on YouTube, you can come over and have all the fruits your heart desires. I think that's the only way I can give you fruits right now, anyway. Like, it'd be cool if there was some kind of, like, postal service, you know, that I could, like, send. Just, like, if I got people's friend codes, I could send them gifts through the Nintendo, or through online. I don't think that's a thing now, though. I think you can only, realistically, I think you can only send letters to your fellow villagers, like your NPC villagers and your future self. God. I kind of want to be a dick and just send my future self a sea bass. And send my future self it like in like 10 years or something. So I completely forget about it, and then I just open it up and like, oh my god, my past self sent me a gift, and it says like, I love you, and then there's a sea bass inside, and ruin my life, my future self's life. There are no coelacanth people. This is frustrating. I literally caught 2 earlier today. This is another sea bass. This isn't big enough. And it's a first bite, or a first nibble bite. Oops, all sea bass. Look at all these sea bass, man. Look at all these sea bass. Oh, you seem big. And it doesn't seem like you have a fin. Come on, baby. This is it. This could be it. Yes! There she is. Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright, so there she is in all of her glory. So, with that in mind, that will finally wrap up this week, or today's live stream. Again, if you want to get your hands on 208 bells per turnip, check the description of this live stream, or if you're watching it in the future as a video replay on YouTube, assuming it's still today, my store will be open until 10 p.m. Eastern Time. My clock is synced up correctly, so it is 10 p.m. Eastern Time, actually. So if you donate to either of the links that I have in the comment, or in the description of this video, either buy a Nintendo Beast t-shirt where a portion of sales go to the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation, or donate directly to the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation via GoFundMe.com/PauzTV, as POZZ-TV. Either way, you'll get a private dodo code. My gate will be open all day up until tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, and you can jump on, play with me. I'm ending the live stream here, but it'll still be open even after the live stream is over. So yeah, you can come over, you can get your 208 bells per turnip, and yeah, or you could do that, or you could just come over and adventure or explore the island, catch some fish, catch a coelacanth maybe, even though it was so damn difficult for me. But either way, thank you so much for everybody who tuned in. Make sure to subscribe, ring that notification bell to get notifications next time I go live. Anybody who is asking for anything or anybody who wanted to come over to my island today, I apologize that I am keeping it private today only for this live stream and for this charity event. But starting probably like tomorrow, I'll be back open and having a live stream with Dodo codes public and everything. So keep an eye out for that, subscribe, and thank you so much. And again, if you want to check out this awesome Nintendo Beast official t-shirt, which a portion of sales go to the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation, and it'll get you into my island today, here is that. Thanks for watching.